All right. My name is Mr. Williams. I'm the mathematics director here. This might be, I'll move this down a little bit better. I want to welcome you to this today. The reason why I'm talking a little bit today is more, it started with that your teachers are going through some professional development activities. So I said, well, I might as well take this opportunity to share some of the things that I've gone through in my life about looking for the good in people, being successful. And by successful, I don't mean getting a lot of money or that kind of stuff, but getting things that you want in life, accomplishing the things you want to accomplish, going through those kind of things, persevering through difficult times, different things like that. I've had a lot of experience in my life. I want to start with this, and I really mean this, guys. I'm nothing special. I've accomplished a great deal in my life, and I'm going to go through some of that kind of. But I want you to know it, and it really it comes down to some very simple things, and hopefully you'll understand that a little bit as we go through this. If there are a thing or two that you might think about when you walk away from this, that you might think about for your own life and make things different, this is well worth it. Hopefully it'll be a little bit entertaining as well, and that's kind of what I hope to accomplish before we get done. First thing, I grew up in North Dakota. It was very bleak, long, cold winters. Okay, it was, at the time, it was the least diverse state in the Union, which means that, that was code at the time for lots and lots of white people, right? And that kind of comes into play as, I grew up in that environment. Me personally, and I, readily see this, I've had every privilege in the United States that a person can have. I'm white, male, middle class, right-handed, Christian, speak English. I know there's some others I missed, right? I had all these privileges. I didn't ask for any of them. I was given those things. They were privileged. And that's just the way our world works, fair and unfair. That happened to me. I didn't feel privileged growing up. I didn't feel like it was like that, but that's what happened, right? My greatest privilege was this. And I was taught by my family and all of my family that every person is good and has value. Every person is good and has value. Okay, I'm one of 10 kids, number 9 out of 10 actually. And I grew up, and I learned, by growing up in that size family, I really learned about teamwork early in my life. When I was 8 years old, my older brothers and sisters who were 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I think the 18-year-old was gone, I can't remember for sure, but at least 7 of them were there, and they were, or 6 of them were there. They decided when my parents were gone, everybody kind of smoked back then, because no one knew how bad it was for you, back in 1966. Both my parents smoked. So all of my brothers and sisters decided it would be a great idea when the parents are gone, we're going to steal their cigarettes, we're going to sit around the kitchen table and smoke. So they're sitting there smoking and doing all that. And me being the little brother, what do you think I want to do? Yeah, absolutely. I want to hang out with them, right? I want to be cool like the big kids. And they're like, no, Bob, you're too young. You're only 8, you can't smoke yet, which was ridiculous, right? But because they're 12-year-olds sitting there smoking. And they're all sitting there smoking. And they smoked for quite a while, and I got more and more angry as they wouldn't let me. They didn't let me smoke. I was too young. Well, when my parents got home, what do you think I did? I did. I told on them so fast it was crazy. My dad did not respond the way I thought he would. He actually said, all right, you're in trouble because you were telling them. You shouldn't do that. You should work with people. Okay? It got worse. Then he grounded us for a week. Now, 1966, there weren't TVs all over the place. There was a TV in a home. There weren't phones all over the place. There was a phone in a home. Okay? There wasn't really stuff to do in your room. We got grounded, and we had nothing to do for weeks. So my brothers and sisters decided, since I was the one that made them do this, that they were going to probably kind of just beat me up for a week. So they did. It wasn't a fun week. Okay? I was reminded every day how important teamwork is. And it was good. It was not good for a boy, an 8-year-old boy's self-image to get beaten up by teenage girls. I'll tell you that right now. It didn't go well for him. Okay, but I learned the value of teamwork, and I've used that the rest of my life. I went to Wahpeton High School in Wahpeton, North Dakota. The funny thing about Wahpeton High School was their nickname. They were the Wahpeton Wops. True story. And I was a Wop through high school, so it was a very cool thing. when I graduated from Wapaton, I was offered scholarships to go to some really good four-year universities for chemical engineering. I had scholarships to do this. My vision in life, my goal in life was to be a college basketball player. I mean, that's what I thought I should be. So instead of doing that, which made total sense to do that, I did something that made no sense whatsoever. I went to my hometown junior college and wasn't on scholarship. Okay, I went there because I thought I can play there and I can do this. What I found out when I got there, my first day freshman year, I'm the hometown guy, so they kind of put me in charge of all the recruits. They were recruiting, they gave scholarships. They recruited people from all over the nation. Okay, there was two black guys from Chicago or high school, one black guy from New Orleans, one black guy from Milwaukee, and a white guy from Milwaukee, from the city of Milwaukee. Okay, the reason why I describe them that way is those are the first 5 guys I met. I was kind of the one in charge of kind of throwing around. I had never met a black person in my life. I'm a freshman in college. I mean, you guys, it's hard to imagine that world for you. It was really strange. It was comical when we first met because I spent a lot of time asking the white guy what the black guy said because I couldn't understand. I mean, we couldn't communicate at first. It went way better, right? Things got way better because it ended up where Lindsey Douglas from Moore High School ended up being my best friend on the team. We got really close, and you know, even though we were from very different backgrounds, we saw the good in each other. It sounded like an easy thing I just said, right? You know, that all happened, and let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Because when I started hanging with those 5 guys the first day, I look at these guys that are recruited, they're scholarships, they're bigger than me, they're taller than me, they're faster than me, they're better than me, they're too athletic, they're too good. I can't do this. I went into the registrar's building the next day, and I'm from here to the stage away from the door to the registrar's office to quit. I was going to give up on my dream. I've been a dream to be a college basketball player. I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I won't be able to get through this. I'm ready to quit. And I'm walking, and the guy walks up to me right before I get into the office, and this is 100% true story. I'm Mr. Rainbow. I'm Beth's father. Happened to be a father of one of my classmates. Never ever saw the guy before. He was in the crowd in basketball apparently because he goes, you know, I've watched you throughout your high school career playing basketball. I said, oh, okay. And he goes, I just want to let you know, you weren't the tallest player, and you weren't the most athletic player, and you weren't, you know, the greatest shooter, and that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm giving up on my dream. I'm quitting, which I'm not proud of. I'm doing all this kind of stuff, and I'm throwing this all away, and now you're gonna tell me that I suck too? It's been a bad day, right? And then he said something to me that was different. He goes, I want to let you know, it was an honor and a privilege to watch you play, because I've never seen a player get so much out of their ability. I've never seen a player lead the way you lead. I've never seen a player help the other players around them be better, the way you have. It was an honor and privilege to be a part of that, so thank you. He shook my hand and walked away. Only time in my life I ever talked to the man, and I regret that. I wish I would have gotten back to him to say thank you, because I looked at that door and I went, I can't quit after he said that. I got to try it, so I went back. I ended up playing college basketball. Okay, I got a scholarship for playing college basketball. I went on, I've coached basketball for 37 years. Okay, I went on all those things. Had he not talked to me, had he not saw the good in me and shared that, I'd probably be sitting in a cubicle somewhere doing chemical engineering stuff. Because that's what I was going to do. I was going to withdraw and go get my chemical engineering scholarship. He changed my life, and I only talked to him one time. The cool thing about that is everybody has the power to do that. Do a little experiment once. Take someone that you don't know that well, but you know them a little bit, and if you give them a sincere compliment about something good about them that you notice, hey, it's really cool that you do this, or really cool that this happens. You do that and see the response. It's cool. It makes you feel good. It's a great way to be happy, is to find the good in people. You know, and you really do find what you're looking for. That was all at the North Dakota State College of Science. There's their mascot. Is that cool or no? Yeah, I don't think so either, but it is. So when I graduated from college, I went to the University of North Dakota after my first 2 years. I came to Illinois. First time I was ever in Illinois was to apply for this job, or to interview for this job. I'd never been to Illinois. You guys don't understand this, apparently, and I found this out today. Old people, when they say, old people not from around here, okay? When they say, like, hey, you know, where are you from? From Chicago, they always have the same reaction. Anybody know? Chicago, like, Gangsters, bang, bang, right? Yeah, it's like that. Everybody goes that thing, right? Okay? And I'm all like, and that's what I got to answer. When I came here in 1980, that's what I thought Chicago was. Right? I thought it was really rough and all that kind of stuff. I was going to Palatine. I didn't understand that wasn't Chicago. Right? I thought I'm going to Chicago. So I get there, and everything I'm about to tell you is 100% true. I get an apartment on Thursday. Okay? I don't have a whole lot of stuff. On Friday, at Palatine High School, they had a freshman day where freshmen went to 5 minutes of class just to meet their teachers, know where they're going, do all that kind of stuff. Friday afternoon, 1980, there's no cell phones, there's no internet, there's no computers. I get my home phone connected. It's a big deal. I'm an adult. I'm 21 years old, but I'm an adult. This is cool. I got a phone. It's awesome, right? I get it connected. About 8 o'clock on Friday night. Now, you got to picture this scene. In my apartment, I had nothing. I had a red cooler like this with like a white top. You guys know what I'm seeing? Like those phones. I had a black and white TV about this size. That's it. That's what I had. Now, I asked several questions. I've been surprised by this answer. I had one other thing. I had a sleeping bag. Is that furniture? No. Okay. So it's been kind of mixed. Some say yes, some say no. But that's the only thing I had. So I was laying on the floor Friday night, 8 o'clock, watching my little black and white TV, which is sitting on my cooler. Okay? Earlier, I took the black and white TV off the cooler and ate my dinner. That was my table. Put the TV back up and watched the black and white TV. That's how it went. I was home with all my friends watching TV, which that's code for I was by myself. I didn't know anybody. Okay? So, about Friday, 8 o'clock, phone rings. I get up, it's like, oh, this is awesome, I'm getting a phone call. So I run, and like, hello, and it's like, Mr. Williams? And I'm like, yeah? I'm going to assassinate you on the first day of school. Okay, I guess I better have a good weekend then. It's the only thing I can think to say. And I'm like, wow, that was weird. Just some kid playing a prank, I'm sure, because I'm going to look for the good in people, right? Okay? Saturday night. I'm sitting at home with all my friends watching TV. That means I'm, by myself. About 10 o'clock at night. Just getting dark out. I'm in a third floor apartment. So the street between, there's an apartment building here and here. I'm on the third floor. There's a guy on the second floor. A bunch of kids around the car. Kind of loud. All of a sudden I hear the guy in the second floor apartment across the way start yelling at me. Shut the up. I've had enough of your noise and every swear word I've ever heard. He's yelling at these kids and telling them to shut up, that kind of stuff. I've got a baby sleeping and all this stuff, okay? So he's yelling. And the kids are kind of laughing, thinking it's sort of a joke and they think it's pretty funny. And all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom! I'm like, what the heck? He's shooting at me. So I'm down like doing the army crawl because it's like I have no curtains. So I'm thinking he's going like boom, 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 and you too, buddy. I was afraid. Okay, so I'm like, wait a minute, someone said they're going to assassinate me, and now I've seen shooting. This is crazy. I've never experienced anything like this. I'm from North Dakota. Sunday, the afternoon. Got sick of being in my apartment with nothing, so I go down to the A&PM. It's like a mile away. It's like a gas station, grocery store thing if you're from there. Okay, so I walked in, and I'm 21 years old. I'm naive as heck. I'm from North Dakota. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Red licorice, Pepsi. Okay, walk out. With my red licorice and my Pepsi. It's unincorporated Palatine. 5 Cook County cop cars come flying up with their lights going and everything. They get out and it's like, freeze! I'm like, whoa, this is cool. They're like, what's happening? They were looking at me. The guy put the gun like this far from my face. Said, don't move. And I'm sitting with red licorice and Pepsi. Really? I'm like, I hope you never experienced this. Looking down the barrel of the gun is the most frightening experience of my life because you think that guy just flinches, you're dead. It scared the crap out of me. Not literally, but nearly. And I was just sitting there like this. Well, sometime they went in and did the Starsky and Hutch thing. You probably don't know what that is, but the whole SWAT thing where they went like, hey, clear, 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 and doing all that kind of stuff, right?